Russian Formalism. Russian Formalism was a school of literary criticism in Russia from the 1910s to the 1930s. It includes the work of a number of highly influential Russian and Soviet scholars such as Viktor Shklovsky, Yuri Tynianov, Vladimir Propp, Boris Eichenbaum, Roman Jakobson, Boris Tomashevsky, Grigory Gukovsky, who revolutionized literary criticism between 1914 and the 1930s by establishing the specificity and autonomy of poetic language and literature. Russian formalism exerted a major influence on thinkers like Mikhail Bakhtin and Yuri Lotman, and on structuralism as a whole. The movement's members had a relevant influence on modern literary criticism, as it developed in the structuralist and post-structuralist periods. Under Stalin it became a pejorative term for elitist art. Russian formalism was a diverse movement, producing no unified doctrine and no consensus amongst its proponents on a central aim to their endeavours. In fact, Russian formalism describes two distinct movements: the OPOJAZ, Obshchestvo, Izucheniia, Poeticheskogo, Yazyka, Society for the Study of Poetic Language, in St. Petersburg, and the Moscow Linguistic Circle. Therefore, it is more precise to refer to the Russian formalists, rather than to use the more encompassing and abstract term of formalism. The term formalism was first used by the adversaries of the movement, and as such it conveys a meaning explicitly rejected by the formalists themselves. In the words of one of the foremost formalists, Boris Eichenbaum, it is difficult to recall who coined this name, but it was not a very felicitous coinage. It might have been convenient as a simplified battle cry, but it fails, as an objective term, to delimit the activities of the Society for the Study of Poetic Language. Russian formalism is distinctive for its emphasis on the functional role of literary devices and its original conception of literary history. Russian formalists advocated a scientific method for studying poetic language, to the exclusion of traditional psychological and cultural historical approaches. Russian formalism was not a uniform movement. It comprised diverse theoreticians whose views were shaped through methodological debate that proceeded from the distinction between poetic and practical language to the overarching problem of the historical literary study. Thank you.